Jordan has come up with another steal.
And Culver just screaming, I watch him drive to the...
Hey, this guy is tough. He's tough.
Who says man was not meant to fly?
Air Jordan, basketball.
All right, in front of me is pretty much the topic for this video, and I was conflicted going into this. Wasn't really sure if I want to bring this topic into the channel in the first place, but you know, I said it's my channel. I'll do what I want to do what I want to do with it. Well, if you are new to this channel, we don't typically discuss sneakers, but I'm introducing it because typically we focus on all things lifestyle related, and sneakers are part of what I consider my lifestyle. I thought I really want to make this video, particularly on what's in here, which is what you guys are really here for. I'll get to that in a second. I just wasn't sure if I really wanted to make this video or introduce sneakers to the channel because, well, first of all, I mean, if it's not obvious, and I wanted to start with this in order to establish I am a bit of a sneakerhead. Always have been, you know, being a kid growing up in Florida, whether it's been running around the dirt, playing sports or skateboarding. I've always had sneakers on my feet, and I've always preferred sneakers over everything else, and never had so much of a significant loyalty for different brands. I mean, I like Nikes, I like Vans, I like Adidas. Just to go over like a few of my shoes here. This isn't like my full collection or my full closet or anything. I'm not doing a closet video. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments, but I just wanted to establish my perspective on this because I've never had a pair of Jordan 1s, and I've really been wanting to get, I've always wanted a pair. I've always wanted a pair of Jordans for as long as I can remember, for as long as I've known that it's existed, as long as I've known about the existence of Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, and one of the greatest shoe brands there is. I've always wanted a pair of Jordans, especially a pair of Jordan 1s, it being classic, timeless design that I feel like looks great on anyone, no matter how big or how small your feet are, or what you're wearing it with. Iconic shoe. But I just wanted to establish my enthusiasm about going into this since I've never talked about sneakers on the channel before in the first place. So I'm glad we're starting it this way and talking about a very iconic shoe and what I think is my favorite colorway of the Jordan 1 that you're about to see here. But I guess since, you know, we're starting with this to go over like some of my favorite shoes or the ones that I have currently in my selection. I guess firstly are these Adidas City Walks, definitely like my daily shoe right now. I wear them pretty much every day to go to work. It's something too fancy. Pretty affordable shoe, pretty new on the market. I feel like an awesome skate shoe, great to skate in. I started skating in them I don't know, a few weeks ago, so they're holding up really, really well. You can see a little bit of wear there on the toe from ollies and kick flips, nothing really major. I always have a sneaker in my closet that I take extra care of. I don't wear too often. I only wear when I'm like going out. I try to keep extra clean. Right now is Kyle Walker's. Awesome skate shoe. Can't wait to skate these at the same time as much as they are a little bit nicer. Really can't wait to skate them. I also have my camo Janowski Zooms. Really like the sneaker. I've had this for a minute now, for about a couple of years. I want to say 2, maybe almost 3 years now. I've had those, skated in them a little bit. I decided to ease off on it because, I mean, sure, they are an awesome skate shoe, really phenomenal, with having a solid midsole and a really strong material. I don't know what this is. It's not really like a suede. It's more, or maybe more like a nylon, but awesome skate shoe. But I'm pretty sure they're not carrying this colorway anymore, so I thought I might as well take care of it, given the value of a shoe as it becomes more scarce. Same thing with these, like these old Vans, old schools I've had for a number of years now. Haven't seen this colorway in a long time. I don't even remember what it's called. It has this sort of woven stripe with a faded, like this is the color that basically came in is this faded black. And you got these skate highs with a bunch of leather on them, and they have like little samurais on them. Got the Old Faithfuls, my low top Converse. These are the more padded ones. I've had these for years. You know, you'd always count on a pair of Converse. I feel like everyone should have at least a pair. And then just some Nike Dual Fusion Run 3s. I've had these for a number of years too. I've had these probably at least for 4 or 5 years. Pretty beaten up. I've ran in these quite a bit. I still run them now, every now and then. They're pretty out of date Dual Fusion 3s. You don't see a lot of people running in them anymore. And I don't blame them because Nike has much better running shoes now available. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I will try to include most, if not all, of the shoes that I just talked about. I don't know how common or uncommon they are. Obviously, the City Walks and the Kyle Walkers in a basic black and white colorway right now is very common and quite affordable. But like the Camo Janowskis, I haven't seen a pair of these in a long time. Of course, you can get a pair of Janowski Zooms for a reasonable price, but I haven't seen this colorway around in a while. Same thing with these Vans. Haven't seen either of these colorways in quite some time. So I will do my best to throw some sauce in the description. Best of luck if you're really interested in any of these, because I don't plan on selling mine. But let's move on to the main event. Go ahead and just, all right, got that out of there so we can move on to the main event, is what's in this box right here. Drop my knife there. But anyway, so yeah, I've never had a pair of Jordan 1s. These are, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and open it and we can talk about the shoe once you actually see it. Obviously you saw that it, I don't know, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna go about doing the title and thumbnail right now, but I love that Nike keeps the OG box with the OG Jordan 1s. I just wanted to mention that really quick before we actually open it. This is pretty surreal, like having this box right here in front of me. It's I'm just all right. Ooh. Sorry, I'm one of those people that kind of likes the smell of leather and like new shoes. Ooh. Oh. Look at that. I can't believe I'm holding this right now. Well, yeah. Jordan 1 OG High Bloodline and/or Meant to Fly colorway. I love the way this colorway looks. It makes me think of Miles Morales, you know, his Into the Spider-Verse, or just in general his costume with the black and the red trim. Obviously, in Into the Spider-Verse and in the original comic books, he's wearing Jordan 1 Chicago colorways. I wanted to get those too, but they're quite inflated in price to get OG Chicago's. You could get retro Chicago's, and those are great too. Those are still pretty expensive right now since they haven't been re-released or retroed in a while. Still definitely on my list. It's like an essential you should have in any Jordan collection. If you're gonna have Jordan 1s, you gotta have a pair of Chicago's or Preds. But I really wanted to get this one. I noticed it was lower in price. It recently already went up in price by almost $100 more. So I wanted to make sure I got them as soon as I could. If you're into sneaker shopping, there's a lot of timing around it. Obviously when a shoe is first released is when it's going to be the most affordable typically. Sometimes you can dip a little bit shortly after it's released due to supply. But typically, shortly after a shoe is released and the stock is gone, the prices tend to go up. And the longer the more time that passes, the more scarce these shoes become and the more expensive they become on the resale market. I got these through Stadium Goods. I'll definitely be able to put these in the description. However, sadly, you guys will have to pay more for them than I did. I wish I could have gotten them earlier so that wouldn't be the case. And in the future, if I'm keeping sneakers a topic, then I'm definitely going to be doing my shopping a lot earlier, so I can save a lot more money, and then review them earlier so that you guys can save money. We can pick each other up that way. But yeah, it is so surreal that I have this shoe right now. I've always wanted a pair of these iconic Jordan. I've always wanted a pair of Jordan 1s in general. I've always wanted a pair of Jordans. Jordan 1s were always very high on the list. It's a very just iconic looking shoe, a very simple design, a simple yet elegant design, and that's how I like a lot of my things in general. But like, especially with sneakers, I really admire a very simplistic but elegant design, and the Jordan 1 is the epitome of that. Of just something that they got so well, so right the first time. I also love the Jordan 5s, and the Jordan 11s are probably my other two of my favorites. But I also love 3s, especially cement 3s, cement 4s. But I really love the 5s, especially Fire Reds, Grapes, and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, of course. You know, Jordan 5s and Jordan 11 Concords are one of the greatest shoes ever designed. Like it's between the technology and the design, it's awesome. But I really want to start my collection off with a pair of Jordan 1s ever since I was a kid. Like, I feel like by getting this shoe, I owe it to my like 7-year-old self. Like, I've just always wanted a pair of Jordan 1s. Should probably lace these up and try them on. I do want to mention, I love that, so whenever you get a pair of Jordan 1 OGs, so like there's a difference between the OG and the retro Jordan 1s, primarily in the shape of the shoe slightly, and the tongue. An OG tongue is going to be, you know, wide and foamy like this with a Nike Air, whereas a retro typically has a Jumpman on it. Some retros will also have Jumpman on the back, whereas it's just blank on the back on an OG high. I think my only complaint about this colorway is that the wings are black. They're gloss, you can see them a little bit, but I feel like if they were red, it would complement more with the red trim and stick out more from the black leather that it's on the flap. But I was gonna say that I like that whenever you get a pair of Jordan 1 OGs, and this might be the same for Jordan 1 Retros, when you get a pair of Jordan 1 OGs, they are not pre-laced. Neither of these are pre-laced. They come with a selection of laces. These are black, and oh, this is interesting. So this is a pair of, oh, it's a pair of black laces and red font. Who said man was not meant to fly? That's awesome. If you don't know, that relates to, well, the name for this colorway is Meant to Fly, also known as the Bloodline. I'm gonna put the box down so you guys can get a better look at the shoe. Meant to Fly comes from this ad campaign about the Jordan 1, you know, back in 1985, of there's an old commercial of a young, you know, rookie Michael Jordan in a, you know, street court, like a neighborhood basketball court, going for a dunk, and he's in perfect, you know, jump man formation coming up to the hoop, and you hear the sound of a plane taking off, and at the end of the commercial you hear the swoosh and Michael Jordan saying,
Who said man was not meant to fly?
And that was the whole ad campaign. Meant to Fly, you know, Jumpman, Nike Air Jordan wings, take flight, the whole the whole campaign. I was trying to say that whenever you get Air Jordan 1s OGs, I think with OGs, possibly also with retros, they are not pre-laced, and that's the way it was back in the day when they were released too. You can find old footage of Michael Jordan putting on a fresh pair of Jordan 1s right before a game. A perfect example of this was in 1998. That was his last year playing with the Bulls. In that year, Jordan wore a pair of Chicago Jordan 1s at Madison Square Garden. You can see footage of him putting on a fresh new pair of them, not pre-laced, just like so. And yeah, I like how that's like the common standard. A lot of shoes you get, they come pre-laced, especially when you have choices of what lace. I think we'll stick with the red laces, but I do like the black, you know, Meant to Fly laces too. Maybe I'll switch them out at some point. You never know. I like messing around with the laces sometimes. Maybe just doing bars as opposed to doing just regular, traditional lacing. I can't wait to put these on. They just look so comfortable and so dope. But I'm so glad I got these. Let me know what you guys think about them. I'm gonna try them on really quick. All right, so I laced them up, as you can see. Just trying them out. I gotta say, they look pretty dope. Like I said, like Jordan 1s just have this brilliant design, just so simple but so iconic, and I feel like they could really look good on pretty much anyone. Doesn't matter if you're wearing shorts or pants, like especially in this colorway, like how versatile it is with black and white. I gotta love it. So yeah, I just laced them up real quick. Pretty good job on that, I think. Pretty comfortable. They are pretty stiff. I mean, they are brand new, straight out of the box, but pretty significantly stiff in comparison to other shoes I've tried. But still quite comfortable around the heel and the ankle. Like a lot of good heel and ankle support, as you can imagine. This is a classic basketball shoe, so that's exactly what you want. However, judging with like how stiff they are and with like how they feel around the pad of the foot and the toe, I could definitely understand, like, I can see how these in the course of a game can be not the ideal choice, especially in comparison to modern basketball shoes. With modern technology, you'd be a lot more comfortable for the longevity of playing a full professional game. These might not be the best choice, but still an awesome shoe, still an awesome basketball shoe, an awesome skate shoe. In my case, I'm really just going to have them to wear out every now and then. It's going to be a while before I even think about beating these up for just admiring them. I mean, this is my first pair of Jordans. I really want to take good care of them as long as I can. So, really excited to have these now. So all in all, a pretty awesome shoe, I think worth every penny. Really a beautiful colorway. In review of this colorway specifically, and in review of the Jordan 1. As for this exact colorway, I mean, the leather on these is really awesome, really high quality leather with a bit of texture to it. Nothing super textured. It's not like, like snake skin or anything like that. Still pretty athletic look, but a bit of a texture to the leather. And the trim is actually like definitely a synthetic material, like a foam of some kind, like a thin foam. Nothing that's like too sensitive. You can feel it, but you can see that it's definitely not like an organic material. It's like a composite, like foam, thin material, but still having a very good, strong integrity in the shoe as a whole. That component isn't anything I'm personally worried about. Really just a great looking shoe, great feeling shoe with a lot of history. Also, yeah, let me know if you guys want more sneaker content. I'm definitely about it. I'm definitely going to keep expanding my collection. It might not be a regular thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as always, be sure to check out our links in the description. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And most importantly, have a fantastic day.